Good morning, certified doers. It is Tuesday, January 31st. I'm Jackie, Navy vet, certified doer, and the laced up legislator for the House of Delegates 89 District. We're getting it this morning, right? We're getting it. We're in the Capitol first thing this morning. Again, I told you guys on Tuesdays, typically a committee meeting at 7 a.m. So we're just running our way, making our way there. I hope that you all are well. What I want to do today before committee, because I'm only going to have a little bit of time to talk, is sort of let you know what bills we're seeing, what we're not seeing, and then what you can expect over the next couple of weeks. As you probably know, let me take this. Thank you guys. I see somebody joining us, the morning dew for certified doers. If I'm out of breath, it's because it's a lot of stairs. It's a lot of stairs. But so here's what's up. We've had most of our bills killed thus far. And some of it has been nonsensical. Some of it's been comical. Some of it's been outright spiteful. But we're here. We recognize that this is what it is. When you are not in the majority, you are at the behest of those in front of you. Let me catch my breath. Like the other day, a guy killed my bill, walked off. He ran up after me and said, "Hey, I just didn't know if it would help rural people." Well, that's the point. Ask me in the committee. We had a bill. Again, register. There we go. We had one that would have given registrars more time to certify the election, because now we're doing same day registration. And the thought process is, well, if you keep giving registrars more to do, we don't need to give them more time. And this is really from the same people that are like, elections are not fair, they're not right. Well, we're trying to make sure that the people that are nonpartisan in the space are able to get done what needs to get done and not mess up. So it's good morning, Ms. Roblin. It's been real. What you guys will see, what we are seeing, you're going to start seeing it on the floor. And if you're follow my Twitter, I know that I'm going to lose a little bit of a signal for a second. But what we have done is a lot of the bills surrounding abortion are going to start making it through. If they haven't already, a lot of the bills revolving around guns are being killed. We had a very emotionally draining session last Friday, where gun violence came up, and they talked about the really gun laws that make a lot of sense, and I say this to you all as an owner, right? Like that's my lifestyle. My husband actually asked me the other day, he's like, "Jackie, you want to go shoot?" I think I'm going shooting on Sunday morning. You can join me. But I think this attitude about guns is really preventing us from having sensible policy. There really was the humanity taken out of it. I know a delegate from the other side pretty much said, "Oh, you guys have to fix yourselves when we talk about gun violence." It's because when they talk about it, they are dehumanizing people. And if you are like me or come from where Delegate Candy Kane said it best, is that we sit here with people directly impacted, and to have someone who doesn't necessarily understand that, or just sees it, doesn't see the influence of gun violence on communities. They just are voyeurs in a way, and to dehumanize those people, it's frustrating. In our room, we have people that have been directly impacted, whether it's a brother, sister, or cousin, or otherwise, that have taken their lives or had their lives taken. So it is, I was going to say morally uncomfortable, not morally uncomfortable. It's trying. It's very trying. On the positive side, we have two bills. The one bill that has already passed. We passed a bill last week that it made it out of the House. It's going to go take its way over to the Senate to ensure that if a victim is a victim of a crime and they would like to cooperate with police, but we cannot protect them, that they'll still be able to get the funds afforded to them from the victim compensation form. Because right now, if you were a victim of a crime and you decide that you're not going to cooperate with the police, then you are not allowed to be, you are not allowed to get any of the victim compensation fund, period. Like, that's it. Even if the police are like, yeah, we can't protect you because we don't have a witness protection program. It's been around since 1995 and never been funded. So that's like real. Good morning. Good morning. It's good to see you all this morning. Doers, getting up, getting it done. So that's what's going to happen. That'll go over to the Senate. It'll make it processed there. If you have any questions about session or anything that's happening, feel free to drop them in the comments. I'm here for it. If you have any, yeah. So that's a big deal. That's a big tool. So what we said, if somebody's willing to participate, but we can't protect them, we should not punish them by not giving them the benefits that we've established as a state are owed to them as a victim of a crime. So we'll see how it goes. It still has to make it through the Senate. We're not there yet. We passed some guardian ad litem stuff. I have two more bills up today. Mostly everything else has been killed or PBI'd. PBI'd. And I'm going to ask in the chat, does anybody know what PBI means? PBI. If you've been following us on social, then you know what PBI means. PBI. So put it in the chat if you know that or have been laid on the table for a sec. But we're very hopeful about these last two bills. We still have to work them. I will be having a virtual town hall, I believe, next weekend at Crossover. Yes, Kina, I love it. Look at this. Pass by indefinitely. Yep. So pass by indefinitely means it's gone. It can't come back this session. Dunsey, I appreciate you. PBI. So that's something you guys need to know. I want you to understand when I'm saying these things and what it means. I will never try to talk over your head. If I do, I hope that you put me in check and say, hey, what that mean? What does that even mean? So yes, most of our bills have been passed by indefinitely. Some of them we will 100% be bringing back tomorrow. I will say this for the creatives. I'm really, really hopeful. I think you guys should be really, really excited. We had a pretty good meeting with the executive branch. And after we presented our bill and it was laid on the table or PBI, I can't remember which one it was, but a delegate from a rural place said, hey, look, like we can still make this happen. So after we get out of session, probably the March timeframe, we're going to connect and set up a meeting with the Virginia Economic Development Partnership and see what we can do to see if we can bring this program, because it doesn't have to be done legislatively. We were trying to make it so, just so that make sure we have the funds. But from what I was told, that there's already funds available, and we just have to sort of work with them to try to see if we can allocate them for the things that we want. So that'll be over the summer. So Kina, I'm looking at you. I think we need to go ahead and set up a creatives town hall. Let's find the spot. Let's do it so that we can brief folks and get them abreast of what's happening, and then so we can take some next steps. I'm looking to see if there are any questions. How are you doing? Sorry. I am well. I am, some days are very trying, more trying than others. I am still in a season of gratefulness. So that is how I'm doing this morning. I can't take you. I love you too much. That is how I'm doing. Let's see what we got here. Ron, good morning. Good morning, Doers. So here's how you can help, right? I am looking for, if you all, over the next, well, I'm going to say March and April, here's, you guys can help. I will be doing town halls around the city just on redistricting, because we have an election coming up. Oh, I miss you too, Ms. Rosalind.
We have an election coming up. I need help. I have to get on the ballot. So that is urgent and important. If you are able, I'm looking for folks to already start helping get signatures in the new district. So if you're interested in helping us in that way, then that is more than lovely. We would more than appreciate it. That's our new district will be Rosemont area, Norview, some of the military circle area, all the way up to a little piece of Ward's Corner and things like that. So I'm here for it. So if you're able to help, do not hesitate to reach out to the office and say, hey, I want to help. If you can start getting signatures, I have to have 125 signatures to get on the ballot, which it's in the grand scheme of things, when you're talking about 80,000 people, it's not a lot to ask of folks to get, but I have to do that by March 20th. So when I get back, it's going to be a mad dash to get all these signatures. What else was there? But for you all, because I want to make sure that the entire city is aware of what redistricting looks like for Norfolk, I'm looking for spaces. So if you have a church or you have a community, I don't want to just do it to a civic league. I mean, I can do a civic league, but I'm really trying to find spaces where we can capture the maximum amount of folks so that it'll be valuable to everyone, if that makes any sense. It's when you're talking about 80,000 people, I can't even tell you how many civic leagues that is. Good morning. How many civic leagues that is. So we're going to try to make these town halls for larger factions of folks. I think I want to do 4. And that is just, you don't have to live in the district to do it. It's just going to be an educational session, right? So here's what redistricting is. Here are what our districts are now. Here's what they're going to look like. And here's where, let's make sure that you know what your new district looks like. So you know what I'm saying? So that's what that is. We are here to educate, advocate, celebrate, and legislate. But remember, we can't do that last one well without doing those first 3 really amazing. So the educational piece is going to be big over the coming months. I need you guys to be talking about it. Talking about, hey, we're redistricting, the whole state legislator is up. And if you guys haven't understood the importance of this legislator at this point, when we're talking about guns and we're talking about access to healthcare, I think this is a big deal. This is a big deal. This is a big deal. Janice, do you have any dates yet? I do not. I just know that I want to do it in no later than April, because primaries I think are in June or something like that. I want to make sure people are educated prior to then. So maybe the end of March, early April is the best way. So if you can be helpful, I would love to be helpful. Yep. So that those dates I'm looking, and I would like to do, some on the weekend, some during the week, in the morning and night and stuff. We're trying to make sure that we have some equity in the things that we're doing. And I'll do one virtually. That's a given. I'm going to do something virtually. Ronald, you're not in my area. Listen, here's the deal. I know this. I keep getting this sentiment that, Jackie, you're not in our district anymore. We are here for people of the Commonwealth. That's not even a game. I mean that. When I come home, I'm committed to Norfolk. We are winning in this. But I mean, you and me as residents, we're going to have 4 representatives in the General Assembly. And by the slate of candidates, it's going to be a great deal. You're going to have good representation. And hopefully that representation is going to work in a way that's conducive to pooling resources and having a really solid delegation for us. So you don't be sad about it. Let's just make sure that the people that are taking the next steps, that one, I have to earn this new district. So I'm going to get out there, bust my butt and earn it. But 2, we got to make sure that the people that do get elected in your space and place are nothing to shuck your finger at, right? That they are doers, that they are here for you. And that's our responsibility as engaged participants of this system. So I'm sad too, but I'm also really excited because we just get to expand our work, right? Credo's Town Hall should be on the weekend if possible with the virtual option. Yes, ma'am. I'm here for it. But I have to get ready to go into committee. I want to show you guys this little atrium that I've been sitting in, running my mouth. This is the space where it's interesting just for you guys to see. This is the space where when people, oops, what is going on here? There it is. There it is. When people come and are coming from all the different ways, right, to figure out, are they going to go this way to go to a committee room? Are they going to this way? This way back here will take you up to the House floor. Here's a desk where a woman named Miss Barbara. Miss Barbara sits here and directs traffic and tell people to go. If you haven't had the opportunity to experience the Capitol, I am urging you. Please, please, please. I'm here for it. We will always make space. We'll do our best, but I want more people. This is your house. It's yours, for real. So you need to come on here and get it done. Yeah. All right, so I got to get going. Ronald, I see your question. Are you planning to have any black tie fundraiser events? Not that I know of yet. But I'm here for ideas. You know, like it's fundraising is really probably the most challenging thing for me to do. But I can't talk about that stuff during session. But if you, after session, if you want to connect with me to see what we're doing, then or what we are or not doing, then don't hesitate to reach out. Okay. It's just illegal. Remember, I told y'all it's illegal for us to even do that. All right. Be well. If you need anything, let me get this banner up. News you can use. I'm trying to make sure that you can email our office at deljglass@house.virginia.gov. You can always go to delegatejackieglass.com and reach out to us there. Somebody will get back with you or give us a buzz, okay? Until then, I will see you guys on Thursday. I hope you're able to make it a great day. I'm Jackie Glass, Mama, Navy Vet, Certified Doer, your laced up legislator, and so excited to serve. All right, I'll see you guys on Thursday. Be well. Miss you, Miss Rosalind. I do so much. Be safe. I will.